I tried rebounding for 30 days, and here's what happened. From the very first time I tried rebounding at a friend's house, I knew that this was something that this 41-year-old had to implement into my daily routine. And you know what's crazy? At this point, I didn't even know how many benefits rebounding actually gave us, especially if you're over 35. But more on that in a minute. Rebounding is jumping on a trampoline or a rebounder for exercise, and it was originally used to train astronauts. So because NASA did the study, the benefits from rebounding are actually scientifically backed. And you know what the amazing thing is? If you don't love running or jogging like me, just 10 minutes of jumping on a rebounder or a trampoline is equal to 30 minutes of jogging. So we got a free trampoline on Facebook Marketplace because I would much rather jump outside than be on a small rebounder in my dark basement. I started rebounding every single morning after my morning workout. So I would end my morning workout, I would go outside, I would get on the trampoline. I started with the goal in mind of trying to do 10 straight minutes of jumping. The thing is though, that really surprised me is when I started, I could barely do 5. Like I was checking my watch every 30 seconds to a minute, hoping and praying that the 5 minutes was over. I was so out of breath and my heart rate was between 140 and 155. But around day 7, something surprising started to happen. I began jumping for 10 straight minutes, no problem, and I could even start to jump for 15 straight minutes. I began having fun with it. I began doing different types of jumps, different kinds of movements, not just jumping up and down for 10 straight minutes. The more I jumped, the more I decided to research and dive into the benefits of rebounding. It's gonna help tighten your tummy. It's going to stimulate your metabolism to help you burn more calories throughout the day. It's gonna help with digestion and elimination. Y'all, I could just keep going on and on. There is nearly 50 benefits. And so when I think about women over 35, we deal with digestion issues, we deal with hormone issues, we deal with a lot of changes in our body, changes in our hormones, changes in our emotional and mental life. So to see all these benefits that are typically problems for women in our 35 and up, I was like, wow, every woman over 35 needs to be doing this. After 30 days of rebounding, here's my results. I absolutely have increased lung capacity. I can jump for longer and I'm not crazy out of breath when I stop. My stomach has tightened and I really believe it's because when you're jumping up and down, there's this movement that I do as it's like you bend forward a little bit, almost like you're zipping up and down your ab muscles when you jump, and you bring your knees up a little bit and you come back down with your stomach. It's reduced my stress levels. And also because it can correct hormone imbalance, I do have an inkling. Now I have not had any tests done, but I do have an inkling that it has reduced my cortisol, which is the stress hormone. Because like I said, my mood, my stress levels have reduced and I feel more balanced and more joyful. I mean, y'all think about this. We have 75 trillion cells in our body. And when we jump on a trampoline, all of them are moving. All of them are moving around, and that is going to be strengthening each cell and aiding in toxin elimination through our lymphatic system. That kind of moves me on to my next result, is that I really think it has helped my lymphatic system a lot and aiding in digestion. And I know this might be TMI, but before I started somatic exercises, which I did a video on, and a lot of you have made it here because of that video. Hey, some days I wasn't even going to the bathroom. And so that helped reduce cortisol hormone and got my digestive system back normalized. And so I started going at least once a day. Well, again, maybe TMI, but some days I go twice now, y'all. That is huge. That is so huge for me. That right there, that benefit, major win. And last but not least for me, I have tried to stop getting on the scale because it's just seems like it's always up and down and I can't trust it. But I will say this, my jeans are a little bit looser, and friends, I'll take that. So once I hit about 38, I realized workouts like HIIT workouts and, a lot of running or jogging kind of caused me personally more damage than good. So my stress hormone or cortisol would just leave me feeling a little bonkers, and I felt more anxious. So, which is why I feel like it is such a good idea to try something like rebounding if you're my age, because it is so good for your hormones, right? If it can balance your hormones and do all the other good stuff, and 10 minutes is equal to 30 minutes of jogging, y'all, get your jump on. I personally used a big trampoline outside, one, because I love being outside. It's good for me, it helps my mood, especially in the morning. You know, there's all this stuff about our brain and our productivity, why we should be out in sunlight, in nature, and it's more grounding. But two, because it just felt funner. Like, if I can do more fun jumps and fun movements rather than have like a 36-inch rebounder in my basement, I'm gonna say yes to more fun. But I know that not everybody is gonna have a yard to be able to have a big trampoline. So there's a few main differences between a rebounder and a trampoline. Trampoline is gonna be engineered using the springs, which are the metal springs holding the trampoline tarp thingy on, whereas rebounders are going to use like elastic or bungee. Now trampolines are gonna be known for the bounce intensity, right? So it's gonna allow you to jump higher. It's gonna allow you to perform little fun stunts if you want. And rebounders are gonna offer a lower and gentler bounce, making them ideal for low impact exercise. No matter what you decide between a trampoline or a rebounder, I do feel like you're probably gonna have a little bit more fun in your cardio, and the benefits might surprise you. And let me know in the comments. I would love to hear any questions you might have, or maybe you're a rebounding trampoline pro or queen and you wanna share some tips with me. I'm pretty sure at this point, because I'm still jumping on the trampoline every day, that I'm officially a fan for as long as I can be. And if it's something that you've been considering doing, I hope you found this video helpful, and I will see you next time. Bye, friends.